Flat X here, again, Baldur's Gate. We're in the bandit encampment, Tazok's tent. And so, as you can clearly see, I apologize I didn't start it before the battle, but the battle is over. It was very kind of quick and easy. There was a spellcaster here, a human, a gnoll, and a hobgoblin. Now, the spellcaster's really the biggest threat, so immediately, as soon as I walked in, I had Branwyn throw a silence on him. He was still able to get off a mirror image, but then he was not able to cast any other spells after I cast the silence. So it was a pretty quick and easy battle having done that. If you do not shut down that spellcaster, it could get a little chaotic if he fears most of your group and they're running around like idiots, bumping into walls and stuff. So anyway, make sure you do that. Just shut down that spellcaster to make that battle much easier. Then I've already looted everything in the tent except for that chest behind me. I think I have already disarmed the trap on it anyway. It's not popping up.
Go
Let me take a look.
Someone else. Top of my to-do list.
Yeah, I've already disarmed the trap before I started. Now there is some pretty good loot from this base. These gauntlets should add bonuses to Thaco and damage. I don't really have anybody to identify stuff, so I'm gonna have to pay to get this stuff identified.
What you got for me this time?
Now the cutscene and end of the chapter doesn't happen until you loot those two documents. So let's first go ahead and talk to Ender Sai. Time for what? Explain yourself. My execution, what do you think? You're not with them, are you? When you're not with him, are you? No, I'd smell his rancid breath on you if you were. You're right, we're not with Tazok's lackeys. What's going on here? Okay, I'm not going to read all that. He's basically explaining that these are no ordinary bandits. They're the Black Talons and Chill mercenary bands or bandit groups. Black Talons are, I guess, mostly human. Chill, however, is mostly demi-humans, mostly hobgoblins. And he's telling you their leader is Ardenor Crush. And then there are others elsewhere, like the priest Molahay, sent to poison the minds of Nashkel. Set himself up as some kobold god, returned, and legions of the brainless, barking fools believed him. So that Molahay's dead. He was working with Tazok, I understand. Question is, who's Tazok working for? Well, that's the trick. See, Crush and Togaz Kazan, leader of the Black Talons, both think he's getting orders from the Zents. And Tazok doesn't do much to discourage that particular line of thinking. But the Black Talons and Chill are bandit groups, see? They ply the trade routes, avoid the cities, and that's where they go wrong. I'm from the gate, and I can tell you dead as leather that the Zentarum aren't behind this. How can you be so sure? Basically, he's explaining that it's not the Zentarum. And this is where he mentions the Iron Throne. There was only one group that he has been messing with, and it was the Iron Throne. And here he is now, a prisoner of Tazok. So do the math. He's basically saying, okay, so I crossed the Iron Throne, and here I am, a prisoner of Tazok. You know, it's pretty obviously clear the Iron Throne is who is behind it. The Iron Throne, where can I find them? Tazok's been making regular visits to the Cloakwood, so that's where I'd start if I were you. There's some documents in the chest you might be worth looking at. All right, blah, blah, blah. He even said, tell him Ender Sai sent you. Okay, so the only thing I have left to loot are these two documents. Now, this is from Tazok, and it's from Daveron. And it clearly points out that they hired Nimble, the assassin, who is the one that jumped us after we killed Mullahay and returned to Nashkill. Nimble was waiting for us right outside the inn. You know, I was on my way to rest, and there's Nimble right outside trying to jump us, kill us. And then here's another one from Tazok, talking about their base in the Cloakwood, requesting iron. And also Saravok, he mentioned Saravok, wants to know what's happening with the mercenary band. And it's clearly from this letter that Saravok is the one who wants us dead. Again, Daveron clearly works for Saravok. Saravok is the one who wants us dead. And if you've never played this before, I'm not going to, reveal any spoilers, but it's pretty clear what's going on here. So now that happens, this cutscene appears, and the trophy pops for Bandits Banished. And this ends this chapter.
One thing is certain. Someone has taken a very personal interest in seeking your death. Though why, you are not sure. Your search for answers continues, and the foreboding Cloakwood Forest is your next target.
All right. So that ends the chapter. We get the trophy Bandits Banished. And just so you know where we are, Tazok's tent. This is the bandit camp. You don't really have it. It points you first to Larswood and Peldvale, kind of Peldvale at the same time. But you really don't have to go through Larswood. You do have to go through Peldvale and either go out the east side or the north side of the map to unlock the bandit camp before you can travel there. But now we are pointed back to the Cloakwood Forest, which we first have to return to Friendly Armen. Oh. It was something about Kyvan's bandit. I picked up Kyvan in the High Hedge zone. He's a ranger. Kyvan was unable to avenge his wife. Upon finding the bandit camp, only Tazok's lackeys were found. So, I guess that kind of finishes Kyvan's mission. He's still a good companion to have around, though. A hidden base in the Cloakwood. These are basically unfinished missions that only really require returning somebody's possessions. I still never dealt with the captain. Anyway.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Yeah, I really haven't done any of the zones over here. Several zones over here I haven't done yet. I kind of just went ahead and dealt with the bandits. Which normally, when I get down to Nashkill, starting in the south, I usually deal with all those zones and work my way up. So I usually don't even deal with the bandits and progress the chapter this quickly. I pretty much came here right after investigating the mines and killing Mullahay. I did check out a couple of zones on the west coast there.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
I did check out like these two areas before, going on to the... But there is a lot of trophies down here still to get in these zones. Alright, so now we've unlocked the Cloakwood. We can travel to the Cloakwood, but I'm going to do some resting first. So anyway, make sure you do like and subscribe, and good luck on your journey with Baldur's Gate, and stay tuned for more.